reason you do it for me. Oh, what's love Welcome to the very first Credisi Online live show. We are coming to you from the beautiful city of endless blue skies, the city of royals. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I am talking about Gobulawayo. My name is Patience Piri and I am the empress that stays queening. Don't forget to watch my show every Thursday on Site ZW Pages at 10 a.m. Credisi stands for Creative Diversity Social Inclusion, and it is in partnership with Culture at Work Africa and their partners. The objective of Credisi is to revive creativity in this beautiful city of ours using spaces from Bulawayo City Council. We have been as Credisi to different locations. We've gone to Pumula, we've gone to Makokova, we've gone to Nkulumani, and where we have gone, we have made sure always that our local artists are the headliners. Always, always. So after 2 months of a forced hiatus, thanks to COVID-19, we are back, and we're back with a bang online, keeping up with everyone. So wherever you are in the world, tonight is the night to kick off, have some fun with us, because our lineup is going to be fire. We have Mzo 7, Mr. Gagagugu. We have the queen herself, Sandra Ndebele. We have Khwabarati. And our anchor DJ is DJ JB. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a negative impact globally, and the creative arts has not been left out. Our artists are struggling to survive, to stay afloat. What should they do to adapt or to die? And we're worried. How do they keep their families alive? How do the cities, the countries help them? How do they help the country to get the message across? How do they deal with the anxiety, the uncertainty of everything that is happening? Joining me on the couch is Nesisa Mpofu, Senior Public Relations Officer, Bulawayo City Council, and Butolezwe Khosi Nyati, Regional Director for National Gallery of Zimbabwe, Bulawayo. Nesisa, what will the city of Bulawayo look like post-COVID-19?
Thank you for that question. It's a very good question because we're at a time of redesigning the city. Mm-hmm. Firstly, if you look at the manner in which the city had become, there was too much traffic in terms of human traffic as well as vehicular traffic. Mm-hmm. So our first point of call, given the COVID pandemic, is to decongest the city. So what we are doing is basically to move the markets, the vegetable markets, to the suburban areas. This involves removing informal traders from Fifth Avenue, which is now open to traffic. Remember, it was closed. Mm-hmm. So it means there's less people there. And what we are saying is that you should buy nearest where you live. And this means basically you're cutting down on transportation. And also we are creating safer places for informal traders. So when we come out of COVID-19, or if it becomes the new normal, it means that the city will be decongested. We also expect vehicular traffic to lessen, largely because we are going to be shortly opening a Godini transport hub, where we expect the combis and the commuter buses and the mass transportation buses to go and collect and drop people from. So basically there will be a new transportation hub and a new manner of doing business in terms of the informal sector.
Okay, and then when it comes to creative spaces, what's the plan that the council has?
I think creative spaces, where we are right now in terms of the protocols of COVID-19, is to reduce interaction in terms of physical human interaction. Hence, we have the social distancing. So I think for us, we have to make sure that our spaces, the physical spaces that we have, are adhering to those protocols. That means we have to relook at the manner in which we design our youth centers, and also in the manner in which people gather, because our open spaces are largely to gather. But the other space that's more important to us as a city is the intangible space, because right now we are going to be operating from technologically based spaces, which I believe the creatives are now taking up. What I mean is that as creatives, we may no longer be able to gather people around your poems. You may no longer be able to gather and have a performance. But what does it mean? It means that we have to shift the audiences. The audiences are together, but they are apart. So we need to come together as creatives and see how we continue to engage our audiences. I believe as a city, our vision is to be a smart and creative city. So we need to then explore how do we make, whether it's internet connectivity accessible to creatives, how do we make, whether it's viewing platforms, maybe for mass performances by different actors, but bringing one venue. So we need to then go back. It's a strategic and thinking platform that we need to come up with as a city. So I think there's more engagement that is needed because we have to continue to be visible as Bulawayo and also as the creative hub of the country and internationally. So I believe our creatives already have the capacity. They may need a bit of training, but as a city, I think we are ready to enter into the new and create the space for not only partnership, but also for expression so that our arts and our creative products are visible and they are also consumable.
That's interesting because I was going to ask if the council was working hand in hand with creatives at the moment to raise awareness of COVID-19.
Yes, we have. We actually have some creatives that have come on. They're assisting us in sending out messages in terms of awareness messages, what to do when you suspect that you have a COVID case. We also have one creative that has a song. They've developed a song that basically creates awareness of the protocols and the behavior changes that we need to embark on during this era. We also have been working, because most of, with COVID-19, remember it's the new norm. Awareness can no longer be on a piece of paper. Remember, the virus can last on surfaces, so even paper becomes a transmission platform. So what we've been doing a lot of videos. We did a video where a company actually developed it for us, but that was also pro bono. We also did social media platform or WhatsApp soft copies of the messages. So that's where we've been working with creatives. But obviously there's more room. I think we need to do more in terms of exploring some of the issues, because I think with COVID-19, the messages are always changing. What do I mean? For instance, schools are opening. What are the messages that we need to be developing for young people? Businesses have opened. Some of them have been on lockdown for many weeks now. But what does it mean when someone enters your shop? What are you supposed to be doing? I remember I went to one shop and they said, okay, you can't try on this garment because of COVID-19. But you go to another shop, they say, okay, you can try it on because we've got a COVID-19 fabric disinfectant. So those are the things we need to be sending out the messages. So we need to create a safe city, and creatives are always welcome to see where the gaps are, because it's about information gaps. As we continue in looking at how behavior is maybe even not adapting fast enough. For instance, with social distancing, the message keeps going out, but the balancing between social distancing and probably day-to-day survival outweigh each other. So people still continue to go into those platforms or to those spaces where they are crowded, but yet they could also be thinking of how they can rearrange or redesign their own behavior so that they are safe.
And then to someone who's watching and they have always wanted to come to Bulawayo, but now all this, maybe they're worried. What do you want to say about our beautiful city?
I think you've said a good word. It's a beautiful city. And I think we can be better. We are beautiful as we are now, but I believe there's more beauty that is still within us that needs to be unlocked. And also, I believe in this season, because the season of strategizing, even as we go through this, we need to then look at how Bulawayo can become an internationally recognized city. I always say we should never stop dreaming as Bulawayo, even if it comes to the creatives. For instance, if we're doing fashion, you think of London, Paris, and Milan, but you should think London, Paris, Milan, Bulawayo. Yes. I always want Bulawayo to be in the top cities. So as Bulawayo, we are welcome to ideas, because obviously now where we are going, it's a new era. It's a place of thinking outside what you already knew. So it's a place of where the creatives, I think it's a time of creativity. So if the creatives don't rise up and take up their position, we will find ourselves going backward. we will not be a city that will be able to move forward. But what I would like to say, if you want to come to Bulawayo, is firstly, we're not only beautiful, we've got beautiful people, because cities are about people.
Of course.
We're a warm city, and also we are a safe city. Our crime rate is relatively low, and we are welcoming, but also we've got the services, albeit a few challenges, but we try to provide the infrastructure and also the social and municipal services that are needed to provide a good environment for business, a good environment to live in, and also a business environment for business to thrive, because we want growth. I think we want to be a city of growth. We don't want to be stagnant. So if you want to grow your business, if you want to be internationally recognized, come to Bulawayo.
Thank you so much, Nesisa. I could not have said it any better. Come to Bulawayo, she says, and to welcome you to Bulawayo and show you how greatly talented we are. IASA is coming on stage now.
You dance Sankaliwa. 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 Hey, 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 hey. Quand je pousse à gauche, toi tu bouges à droite. Quand je pousse à droite, toi tu bouges à gauche. Moustache, toujours. Moustache, toujours. En avant, marche. En avant, arrête. Parti la tête. Moustache. Toujours. Non, touche ma gario. Oh, oh. Ça, c'est mon musique, non?
Les commandos Zangalewa, ce semble Zangalewa, le même esprit Zangalewa, le même esprit Zangalewa, Zangamina Zangalewa. Les commandos Zangalewa, en distance Zangalewa, le qui Zangalewa, Zebela Zangalewa, si bémol Zangalewa, Bouchiti Zangalewa.
I'd like to welcome you, Buto, as we discuss creative industry. And I know you are, what do they call it? Are you the godfather?
No, certainly not.
What have been the lessons learned from COVID-19?
Well, thank you for this platform, Empress. Well, I think it's a duality of experiences, the positive and the negative. The positive being that we've witnessed an accelerated rate of artistic creation, production, and dissemination. Many creatives have taken up the digital space and are creating new content, building new audiences, building brands, and connecting with their fans, which they can't connect with physically at the moment. So I think for some, the ability to work privately, solo at home, has been a blessing, minimum disruption, and we've been seeing some exciting content. And the digital platforms have been coming thick and fast, and that has been a blessing to keep people in sanity while isolated in their homes. But that has just been a minute scale of the positive side of things. For some, particularly in the visual arts space that I work in at the moment, many have been affected. They are not able to create. They are working from home, their families. The moment you try and start painting, your children come and disrupt. And you have produced your pieces, you are not able to then sell them. So while creation and production have been happening, market linkages have suffered. National borders are closed, people are not transacting. So there's been a lot of precarity at an individual level, at an institutional level. For instance, as a gallery was shut down right now, and we've been enjoying a good streak, of vibrancy.
Yeah.
So this disruption, we don't know what the future holds in terms of being able to then build on the momentum that we'd established. Then sectorally, broadly speaking, I think the sector was left significantly exposed. I think while other industries were able to react and quantify how much losses have been recorded in their sectors, the arts were found wanting. No research has been done at a country level, at least to say we claim to have lost income, but how much exactly have we lost? We should not pretend as if the sector was very vibrant, amazingly vibrant. At least it was not.
Yeah.
Yes, it's now more precarious, but are we able, since we claim to be an industry, to, for example, quantify the amount of lost income, market linkages disrupted, the levels of creation and production? All that is not happening, and it exposes the informality of the sector. Now there are grants available for people to apply, but many creatives are not registered with any state entity, for instance. But capital needs, formality, and we are very informalized, and that has been coming out in the open. So from where I stand, there's been a lot of negativity more than the positivity.
And then where will the arts now fall in this fourth industrial revolution?
Well, in the Zimbabwean context, generally speaking, the fourth industrial revolution is an elite concept. If you want to imagine Zimbabwe as an urban construct, then you will think that the digital spaces are keeping people sanitized in their homes. But that is not the case. The majority of Zimbabweans are in rural spaces, and the digital access is very much limited. So we are only catering for the needs of an elite few in urban spaces. So yes, what has happened is we have been jolted to realize the importance of digitizing our content. Many creatives are likely to do that because there are some who wanted to keep it traditional, fair and fine. But the reality now is one way or the other, you have to digitize. And as you digitize, the next challenge is how do you monetize? Exciting people for free is one thing, but it's not sustainable going forward because it costs money to put up a production online. How are people paying for that? If people were already struggling to come and consume the content physically and pay, it's even more complex when you're talking about payment platforms online. So we now need, hubs, disruptors who will come up with platforms to facilitate the ease of paying for content online. I think that's the next level of the struggle. That people can show content online is not in doubt. This is what is exactly happening right now. But who is paying for this content? There were costs incurred in putting this together. Ultimately, someone has to part with their money so that this is kept as a going concern.
So do you think creative practitioners or artists will be able to keep up with this new world order?
Well, it's either you keep up or you become irrelevant. You have no choice. So the sooner you adapt, the better. So it's a whole skill set that people have to acquire. For instance, in the case of the visual arts, we did a small survey, just to check what new skills they will need going forward. There are some, for instance, in the case of the gallery, who relied on walk-in clients, you know, tourists come in, they visit your studio, they buy your work. That is likely not to happen for the rest of the year. At least, what do? Do you just sit back, lament, and wait until we return to the old order? That may not happen anytime soon. So you have to digitize. You create, you then sell online, which takes us back to how then people quickly adapt to the ability to receive payment online and also ship the product to the buyers. I think for me, that is the next level of the struggle. So people have to acquire new skills, for instance, digital skills, digital marketing, and digital production of artworks. That is important. New knowledge, you know, read around, expand your horizons, and appreciate what is happening in other jurisdictions, and adapt accordingly. Because in South Africa, for instance, I know there are entities that are already monetizing online content. So you need not necessarily reinvent the wheel, but you know, just adapt and tweak to adapt to the local context in Zimbabwe.
With everything that we've witnessed in the past 2 or so months, do you think Bulawayo still deserves the cultural capital title?
We a cultural capital, first and foremost.
Yes.
You know, so sometimes, you know, I recently wrote an opinion piece interrogating, problematizing this assertion that we're the cultural capital. I think it is anchored mostly on the history of the city, particularly the colonial history, where there was a lot of township creative vibrancy, which has died down slowly but surely post-independence, and typical, true to character, we are holding on to that glorious past. Is it true in practical terms? What are the elements of a creative capital? How often, you see, let's just go back to the pre-COVID era. How many theater productions per week, musical shows per week? You know, if you are to do an ecosystem mapping of the quantity and quality of productions and the monetization of those, you'll realize that it's really not an industry, in the true sense of an industry, but it's just but a loose network of activities. But because we are in this ivory tower, climbing this high horse, we are refusing to get off and reflect truthfully and honestly. So before we even, you know, propagate this narrative, we need to reflect in practical terms what it means to be a creative capital. Do we have the quantum productions that we want? Are they commercial enough? Do we have the statistics to quantify how much we are contributing to Bulawayo's economy? All those things are not in place. We have weak associations that are not supporting their members. So if we are to reflect on the variables of what constitutes an industry, you will realize that we are far from attaining that status, and what more, a cultural capital. But it suits us to say so, but going forward, we need to reflect honestly and build an industry in the true sense of the word industry. So that is the honest side, but of course, it doesn't take away the fact that we have a lot of talented individuals, talented groups in the city who are pushing hard. So we need a multiplicity of actors to come on board. The city, I'm happy, is leading the narrative in Zimbabwe. So they were scheduled to release, you know, Bulawayo Arts Festival, Bulawayo Day. That is what the sector needs. Artists know how to produce the content, but you now need macro systems, you know, city coming on board, the government itself, the private sector, multi-stakeholder approach. But it takes individuals sitting down, coming up with that plan and acting on it for us to attain this status that we otherwise deserve.
Thank you, Buto. In the keywords, Buto has said adapt or die. So with that in mind, I will call on Mr. Gagagugu Mzo7 to come and light up the stage and show that we are adapting and we're doing the things.
You want to say 10 by kilometer, this is your number one problematic person, Mzo7, aka Mr. Gagagugu. I'm with my main man, Sheikh Aina. Yeah. So you are chilling at home. Tikulandireni nonse, siyalamukela. Sisithi corona inzima madoda. Hey, ngiyabona bayakhala lapho. Abo sisters bathi Mzo no longer performing live asakuboni. Lizasibona ku TV, don't worry, yabona. Iyasa ithe Credisi khona lapha. silikholisise still kube mnandi uyabona. I missed you guys, I still miss you uyabona. Kumele ukuthi sike sibe sonke sikholise kube mnandi uyabona sishaya bo kwasa. Yeah, so guys, lockdown has been on some other, yeah, it's been real. I've missed a lot of people, you know, and there's this girl I fell in love with, but not ukuthi siyathandana, ngiyamthanda but yena akakwazi ukuthi ngiyamthanda yabona. And I've always wanted to tell her ukuthi ngiyamncane. I don't know how now, so kule lockdown for me to travel from my place to this city. But there's always something playing in my mind. JP, let's make them feel it. Ngiyamncanywa girl, uyazazi. I can't say your name. I don't know if it's okay to say your name, but ngiyamncanywa yabona. Eish. Mose mathandweni kunzima, jo. Ay. Send me your location. How much you want to give me your quotation? Baby girl, the dimension, my love for you is only rotation. Send me your location. How much you want to give me your quotation? Baby girl, the dimension, my love for you is only rotation. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Oh, baby girl, let me sample you. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Oh, baby girl, let me sample you. Baby, you be my starter. Then you my medicosi. Then you give me that thing. What do they call it? Humanity. Baby, you be my starter. Then you my medicosi. Then you give me that thing. What do they call it? Humanity. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Oh, baby girl, let me sample you. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Oh, baby girl, let me sample you. Oh, ka. Woogo. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Baby girl, let me sample you. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Let me sample you. Baby girl, let me sample you. Oh, ka. Oh, ka. If you're at home there, you're sitting with your loved ones, you know, just tell them you want to sample them some new music. That's what I mean. Let me sample you some of the music that I have. What I say. Okay, right. So 2020 hasn't been an easy year. I had plans. I wanted to get married. She kind of wanted to travel the world. He wanted to go all over. Even bought plane tickets. But things didn't happen the way he wanted. I want to let you know that whatever happens in life, never give up. You know, don't give up. Because life goes on. You know, I know a lot of things have happened this year, and
It's been good, it's been bad. We've been happy, we've been sad. We've been happy, we've been down. But still life goes on, we say. It's been good, it's been bad. We've been happy, we've been sad. We've been happy, we've been down. But still life goes on, we say. One time to the ones that we got. Two times to the ones that we lost. God bless them once we go meet tomorrow, me say. One time to the ones that we got. Two times to the ones that we lost. God bless them once we go meet tomorrow, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Life goes on, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Life goes on, me say. I don't live for tomorrow. Gunshot now my brother is dead. Boy is a chimoko. Making money is the motto. I wanna buy mama moto. The pese kobi gari moto. All of my friends are living good. Na dikelanta we anga you know. Kumboti. Before I reach 40, my life will be better. I promise. My baby left in me, cause I had no money. They helping my enemies, but the life goes on. It's been good, it's been bad. We've been happy, we've been sad. We've been happy, we've been down. But life goes on, we say. It's been good, it's been bad. We've been happy, we've been sad. We've been up and we've been down. But life goes on, we say. One time to the ones that we got. Two times to the ones that we lost. God bless them once we go meet tomorrow, me say. One time to the ones that we got. Two times to the ones that we lost. God bless them once we go meet tomorrow, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Life goes on, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say. Abula boo boo boo, me say.
yeah. Agula Mogo. Shout out to everybody watching from home. I got Shakina on the guitar. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yo, yo, yo. Kumnandi siyalibona lapha emakhaya. Why I say this is your boy Mzo7AK, Mr. Gaga Gugu. Shakina is killing it. All the ladies, I see the comments. Why can't you comment about me? I'm commenting about this guy. Hey? I can play the guitar also. The drum guitar. Yeah, I can play the guitar, whatever you call it. Shout out to everybody watching from Africa. We see you. We see your comments. Shout out to the people in Uganda. My people in Swaziland. Yeah, I see. Oh, some people from Ghana, my mama land, Malawi, Zimbabwe. Ekasi, Zentumbani. Hey, alisalele machita. Alisalele. Shout out to DJ JB. Yeah. Uyegelo. Shout out to Iasa, Khwabarati, Sandra Ndebele. Killing it tonight. Killing it. So, if you think you can dance, you can stand up at home corner, but if you can't, asifuna abantu amatafula lapho and then uvukise sikwerete. But if you feel like you can move, you know, Africa, we've got a lot of countries. Madagascar, is African? Yeah. Congo, yeah. Victoria Falls, no, it's in Zimbabwe. Yeah, Zimbabwe is a country. So let's move to some countries in Africa. In lockdown, we're traveling in our music. Let's go, JB.
Yeah. 10 by kilometer.
Pick up the phone. Pick up. My baby, pick up the phone. Pick up. I wanna take you to South Africa. They'll teach you some guara. Yeti pite go Marawi. tizikadya cassava, Rwanda, Uganda, or Zambia. Tipita ku Tanzania. Do you wanna see the pyramids? Baby, let's go Egypt. Have you ever been to Congo? They dancing Dombolo. I got an auntie in Zimbabwe. Victoria follows. Pick up the phone. My baby, pick up the phone. Bukuna Faso, Bukuna Faso, yeah. Don't kick the table at home. You saw it. Mama, kill him, shake him. Yo. Are you feeling that? Come on. Bukuna Faso, Bukuna Fa. Listen, Bukuna Faso, Bukuna Fa. Show me your Bukuna Faso, Bukuna Fa. Show me your Bukuna Faso, Bukuna Fa. Show me your Bukuna Faso, Bukuna Fa. Hold it, my DJ. Yeah. Apo Bukuna Faso, yeah, kumnandi. Credisi. Shout out to wonke umuntu obukele emakhaya. You know, we know lockdown akukho lula, but sithi thina sikhona. If you have a problem, ngena nje ku link my Facebook page khona lapho landele at Mzo7, MZOESEVEN, or ku IASA page khona lapho. So I've seen a lot of requests. People are like, but Gaga, why are you not playing us some piano? How about we do some piano before we leave? Let's vibe on some piano. COVID-19, irreal, boy. Irreal. Sesafunda ukupheka thina. Angiyapheka phela manje I'm blind. I can cook. Yonke into nje endlini GP. Asiye ngamapiano. Cela ukuthi usukume lapha ekhaya sikholise kube mnandi yabona. Hope you're having a great time wherever you are. And so on say akumalawi afumu msoro mba muri bwino. Global Fusion kumeneko. SK Maika brand your world. And everybody who supports Mzo7, who's a brand of Mzo7. Aiwa. Let go. Yeah. You should stand up. My neighbor is online. How come you're now online? Yo. Ungapochi Wi-Fi kamakhelwane. Credisi lockdown. Shaking the inner hiso. Why I say, Otika. Masambedi, Safange piano. 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 Masambedi, Why I say, what the kaka? Masambeni, sapange piano. Masambeni, sapange piano. Masambeni, sapange piano. Masambeni, Masambeni, sapange piano. Masambeni, sapange piano. Masambeni, sapange piano. Masambeni. Rino zipiano, rine musiano, rine kamuganaro. Rino zipiano, rine musiano, rine kamuganaro. Why I say, listen. Fishing Maradona, Diago, Escobar, Don Pablo, Dangote, Molato. Fishing Maradona, Diago, Escobar, Don Pablo, Dangote, Molato. Fishing Maradona, Diago, Escobar, Don Pablo, Dangote, Molato. Namunzo, fishing Maradona, Diago, Escobar, Don Pablo, Dangote, Molato. Namunzo, Masambeni, sapange piano. Masambeni, sapange piano. Masambeni, sapange piano. Masambeni, haymo, haymo. Masambeni, sapange piano. Shikina. Hey, word. What the kaka? What I say? Hold it. Sahaba man. Sahaba man. Yo, 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 yo. What is, DJ? What is? Sorry, I see the comment. Somebody just kicked the table. Somebody just kicked the table endlini. Asifuni macala DJ. Hey, online lapha. Hey, sorry. Ukuthiwa wakondlovu. Sorry. Ukuthambani? Okay, umbazo. Kick the table endlini. Ayi, siyaxolisa bakondlovu. Siyaxolisa. Yibubu mnandi elikulethela iCredisi, you know. Si live, wire. Masambeni, safa ngepiano. Masambeni. Kawubulala ipiano. Hope you're having a great time. Make sure you wear your mask everywhere. But when you are drinking water, don't wear a mask because hey, you must have a mask. Masambeni, safa ngepiano. Masambeni, safa ngepiano. Masambeni, safa ngepiano. Masambeni, safa ngepiano. Thank you. Kumnandi kunjalo. We're still going to be bringing you more fun. Credisi, Iasa, Konalapo, shout out to Iasa. Shout out to everybody who made this possible. You know, kumnandi kunjalo. My name is Mzo7AK, Mr. Gaga Gugu. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. You know, hey, my neighbor, yeah, tough times for I'm an artist. We understand. I guess see Lama, Gucci ring and everything. But my case to the cooking oil, it's okay. You can give me. I'm an artist. I my microphone. Shout out to everybody. Have some fun. Follow us. We'll follow you also. Until we meet again. God bless you. Cover your what? Your mouthy. Wash your what? Your handsy with the soap or what? Sanitizer. Gqoke kuhle ama-mask. Ungafaki imask somewhere. Shekina sami siyodinga i-sanitizer.
That was Mzo 7, Mr. Gagagugu, representing Entumbane. And now, in the spirit of Credisi, we are going over to Enjube with Khwaba Nice. Black Bani Bani. You are representing Enjube.
Because the story is.
How have you survived COVID-19?
No, look who's created. We have only COVID-19. Yeah, it's created. Abantu bayesaba, abantu abasela hope, you understand?
Are you bringing hope to the stage tonight?
Obvious.
Abantu bebone ukuthi Njube imeleni ibulawayo everything.
Obvious.
The world is watching. Make me proud.
Definitely obvious.
Credisi. Salibonani emakhaya. Ungikhobarati black chocolate ngezinye phorisha. Siyabonga iCredisi. Ukusinika ithuba elihle kangaka. Sibanengi kule Sandra Ndebele, kule Iyasa, kule Mzo 7, kule JP. Asiqhubeke ngomsebenzi. Mose emakhaya khona ngapho ngicela siphakamisa izandla. Siyakwazi emakhaya senzeni so. Ake mbona izandla emoyeni. Ngirikhangele khona apha emakhaya. Oh. Ikhona. Ake mbone. Yakwazi ngifuna ukuthi mbonene. Abantu abasemakhaya benze so. Benze so. Bizelela makwelita. Bizelela makwelita. Amakwelita. Wobulawayo. Okwabarati. Bizelela makwelita. Skite kuyovalwa. Brega JP. Brega JP. Bakithi mina ngumuntu othanda ukusebenza ngikhuluma nabantu. Manje nje abantu bengekho lapha engikhona. Yeah, so into enkulu kakhulu isihlobo zami ukududusana lokuqinisana. Salokho sokumele sisebenze ezindlini. Siyabonga kakhulu ithuba esiliphiweyo Credisi inhlanganiso ekhokhela kakhulu iYasa. Bakithi siyabonga kakhulu umsebenzi omuhle ukuthi lisibone. Kathi bese ngakwenza njani? Kungabanjwananga ngisho phela. So ingoma emelandelayo ngifuna ukuthi ngikhulume la khona apho wena ungini kanjalo. Ngicela ukuthi ungincedise siperform ingoma le. Wena uphela uzabo sithi ngini. Angisho phela. Lapha emphakamisa khona isandla uzabo sithini ngini. All right, asenze acapella nje. The first time ngikubona baby wena wow. Ngathatha i-address le phone number za. Ngifona ngicela uthande wathi mina mbuye. All right, JB. Asebenze sonke. Lapha likhona. Siyakwazi ukuthi umhlaba wonke usibukele. Ngicela libanga umsindo khona apha esindlini banga umsindo emakhaya khonapho. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Watch it now. First time ngikubona baby wena home. Athatha i-address le phone number za. Ngifona ngicela uthande wathi mina mbuye. Ngakhomela amachida ngabatshela ngiya. Baby one day ngizabhaka idima. Saka swimming pools book just see two. Kisses and roses. Take it away, engineer. All right. JP. Ubolalela masitimisa man JP man. Uzasithathisa ngabobukeli. All right, siyabonga kakhulu besifuna ukuthi nje lani lisijoyine masisebenza. Right, so our next song kanje yipi JP? What's up? Right. Brega DJ. Right, ukhwabarati beloke sisebenza. Siku lockdown besiloke sisebenza ngenxa ukuthi ama artist umsebenzi wethu ukuzenzela bakithi kasi sisebenza kakhulu ngento eziningi sisebenza kuphela ngengqondo la ngetalent angisho phela. So ingoma elandela ukhwabarati uhambe phezulu kwamapiano linjela izandla khona apha emakhaya. Ngiyakwazi ukuthi likwazi ngidume ngezinye izinto kodwa this time ngihambe ngamapiano bakithi lingiqakezele. Run it. Braga DJ. Usiplele kutsha DJ. Iqale kutsha. JP sizaxabana nawe. Sahle moyani. Yakwazi ukuthi banenge balebhali emphakathini akaka. Bazavuka. So
the next song ngizayenza ukuthi ngiyenze ngenhliziyo ebuhlungu kakhulu. Kodwa kungasenani ngizama ukuthi ngixwayise abantu ngento esihlaseleyo nesifo esikhona isifo se-corona. So it's my dedication for corona. I hope phandle kana ngapho lizakhuthazeka lizangiqinise kanjalo. Run it my dear.
bakithi nikhona emakhaya ake nisijoyine libe linyakahle. Right, sesiphuma sisihamba ngitsho. Themba seliphezu kwamasofa, seliphezu kwamatafula. Ngikhoba rathina ubule chocolate ngikhona ngeze ngiyapholisha. Umntwana wakhona obulawayo. Bakithi sekela ngiphakamisa. Ngilapha ikhona ngesisebenzo senu. Kuhle ukuba umntwana ophakamiswa ngabantu. Ukuthi umntwana aziphakamise. Ingoma yokuqina yokukhuthaza wonke ama-artist ngaphandle lapho ukuthi bakithi kasebenzele kuzaze kulunge. Ngithemba lonke likholisile performance emphathelana namhlanje ngihamba nomfowethu uGringo uprotection khona kwezinye indawo. Lonke bakithi ngiyalithanda emakhaya, hlalani lithanda ama-arts, hlalani support ama-arts. JB la siyakuthanda noma sixabana. Bisakhe moyeni emakhaya. Waze wamnandi.
Welcome to our Credisi show. 2020 siyazi tugcwele corona. into zitshintshile bathi thina sithi hey hey hosi bakhuluma ngaye bahleba ngaye bakhuluma ngaye bakhuluma ngaye bahleba ngaye bathulisa tansi bathulisa ngandle bathulisa ngandle ngoba balomona I'm seeing you all over the world. Linjani khona ngapho. Hop. Velenge kwimele awumeka ncane Sandra I'm paid to Oskiti. Watch me go away baba. Check me we at one. Look me through that window. Zoti maybe yadala. Watch me going. Yes I'm going. Ngai buku ngayenzani ngewi kete. Watch me going. Yes I'm going. Ngai buku ngayenzani ngewi kete. Ngoma late bayeke ngiyakubona lawe khona lapho esofeni langini please all the emojis awangene siwe phela sisithi Bulawayo 2020 Credisi 2020 host
Dance and I'll get it. Check what you might get ya.
To my top baby, Kanyela
Don't be shy right now. Dance and I'll get it.
Thank you so much, Namakuku, for all the love.
Don't be shy right now.
Canada, all the love. Thank you so much.
Don't be shy right now. Dance and I'll get it. Check what you might get ya. Don't be shy right now.
Thank you so much, Siyabonga. Thank you very much. Tosane nine makhaya. Silandele nini imithetho yonke esifundiswayo. COVID-19 is for real, guys. Kunzima siyakwazi. But hlala nemakhaya likholise. Siyabonga ngokuza ngokubunengi benu. Ngendawo ezitshiyene lapha likhona. Asikholise nini. Ningakhohlwa ukusithumezela phela ama-love lama-likes. Sikhangele khona lapho nje. If you like us, if you like my music, please follow me, Sandra Ndebele at ZW, ku Instagram, ku Twitter, ku Facebook, unlandele Sandra Ndebele ZW. Sandra Ndebele ZW, nyabonga. Kusukela kuzibandlela kusiya kunhlolanja ngayo ngoma ukuthi ngoma ingoma ukuthi ngoma ingoma ukuthi ngoma ingoma ekeli ngoma ukuthi ngoma ingoma Introducing Zo 7. Shoshota kuze kuse asambe yo ukuthi ngoma ingoma ukuthi ngoma ingoma ukuthi ngoma ingoma leli ngoma ukuthi ngoma ingoma ukuthi ngoma ingoma ukuthi ngoma ingoma leli ngoma ingoma 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 ingoma, 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 ingoma. Keep sending some love. Thank you so much. Siyabonga. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the love. Siyabonga. Siyabonga kakhulu. Thank you so much, Peter from, okay, Peter 001. I don't know if that's America or Canada, but kona lapho nje. Thank you so much. Siyabonga. Liyakwazi i-lockdown isenze sabango angazi. But wherever you are in your beautiful couch, sit back, relax, and enjoy your Sandra Ndebele. Ngiyabonga.
Bayase.
Ekwathwanizwile indaba engaka mina no baby sesiyazwana kwathwanizwile nje indaba engaka mina no baby asidivosi kwathwanizwile indaba engaka mina no baby sesiyazwana nje kwathwanizwile indaba engaka mina no baby asidivosi
Limthandeni ubaba wabantu abami Limthandeni ubaba wabantu abami Limthandeni ubaba wabantu abami Limthandeni ubaba wabantu abami
Hayiwena kwathwanizwile indaba engaka mina no baby sesiyazwana kwathwanizwile indaba engaka mina no baby asidivosi kwathwanizwile indaba engaka mina no baby sesiyazwana kwathwanizwile indaba engaka mina no baby asidivosi
sasibukile sinqanda mathe adonya manze chocolate asuthi lokhohla thinga lenkosaza thola ukuthi la kuma khona amanzi aphinde ame futhi sasibukile sinqanda mathe adonya manze chocolate asuthi lokhohla thinga lenkosaza thola ukuthi la kuma khona amanzi aphinde ame futhi
Mina nthanda wena wena uthanda mina Mina nthanda wena wena uthanda mina Thina siyathandana
Ayibo yokuncane kwathwanizwile indaba engaka mina no baby sesiyazwana kwathwanizwile
Intabengaka, mina no baby.
Asukume msikiteni sote nini ngasema sokenu. Lawe khona laba. Sambe jo.
Mina no baby.
Sambe jo. Lawe ngabe kufanele kwefridge yakho ukukhanyela. Woza jo.
Intabengaka,
Woza jo.
mina no baby.
Abakwanisa utshaya umbululu. Sambe ngombululu. Ayi wena. Ayi wena. Kunandi kuCredisi bakithi. Siyakhonisa bakithi yo. Ayi. Thank you so much for watching. Siyabonga. Thank you very much. Lingakhohlwa to follow us. Thank you so much.
Hey wena, hey wena, hey wena.
Sandra Ndebele ZW ku Instagram, ku Twitter. Thanks for the love. Siyabonga ama likes. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Siyabonga sibanengi iyasa coming. Thank you.
Uyazikhumbula Iyasa.